In this video, I'm going to talk about using images in EzMobileSiteGenerator. In particular, images that are large so that they don't fit on the screen of a normal mobile telephone, and you want them scaled down so that they do fit on a mobile telephone. Now, EzMobileSiteGenerator can handle large images, but one thing you must consider when you're using images on your mobile sites is that mobile phones are getting data at a much slower rate than a traditional PC or laptop that's connected to the internet. So really you want to minimize the size of the images that you're using on the pages of your mobile sites as much as possible to try and get the data to the mobile phone as quickly as possible. But bearing all that in mind, let's see how we would deal with large images in your mobile site with EzMobileSiteGenerator. I put together this page with a few images on to give us some indication of what happens. You'll see they're all large images. This weight loss one here is an 800 by 200. This is a smaller one, 250 by 170. Again, a large one, 728 by 90, an 800 by 200. And then down here I've got some images of the Eiffel Tower. There's two of these images. And I'm going to explain to you why I've done two in just one moment. When we go and look on the simulator, or if you go and look at this on your mobile phone, you'll find that the first image doesn't display correctly, but the second image of the Eiffel Tower does display correctly. Let's just go down and have a look at it on the simulator. I'll also show you the QR code in case you want to go and look at it directly. So here it is on the simulator. Here are our various images. You see the weight loss one has been resized down correctly. All of these ones that were too wide, you can see again the sizes of what they were, and they've been sized correctly. But here now we've got the Eiffel Tower. You notice this one here is stretched vertically, whereas this one here is correct. Now, what actually happens in EzMobileSiteGenerator is that when you have large images, we try to fit to 100% of the width of the display. Now, the way WordPress itself deals with images internally, it adds sizes to the images, and those conflict with what we're doing in EzMobileSiteGenerator. So you have to take those off, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. When they're taken off, then everything works perfectly. You see you've got your image displayed like this. If you look at it on a mobile phone, you'll see this exact issue here. And I'm going to show you in a moment how we deal with that. If you wanted to go and look at it yourself, here's the QR code. If you want to pause the video or stop for a moment and do a scan of this particular QR code, it will take you direct to the URL of this particular page. It's only a very basic blank page. There's no navigation on it or anything. It's just purely a set of images for you to look at. It's just being used purely for this demonstration and nothing more. So now let's go back up to our editing area and see how we go about editing images and things like that. Let me do it by adding another image into here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add an image here. So I'm going to use the WordPress image uploader. I'm going to select from my computer, and I've got some images here. And what I want to do is I'm going to take this one here. You notice the size, it's a 1200 by 885 image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert that. Now I wouldn't normally use an image this size on a mobile site because, as I said earlier, you really want to try and minimize the data transfer rates. But we've got this sign, it's at 1200 by 885. Now we can insert that into our post. Let me just insert it now. I've inserted it at full size and centered. So I just insert that. So now it's put it there. Now WordPress automatically resizes this in here, but that isn't what happens when we've got our mobile site. So what we want to do is just click here and go back to edit the settings for it. Now if we go to advanced settings, what happens now is you find that down here you've got two settings for size, for width and height, sizes, width and height. What you want to do is just remove those sizes, because WordPress actually puts on width and height of those sizes onto the image when it generates the HTML, and we need to override that in EzMobileSiteGenerator. So if you remove those two settings there and just do update, this 1200 by 800 image will display correctly. Okay, let's go down and have a look on our simulator, and there we go. It displays correctly for us, even though it's 1200 by 885. Now, if we'd left those images on, all we've actually got is just a very little small area here displayed, and the rest will be trying to display off the page here. So if you take those settings off in your WordPress image editor section, then everything displays correctly. If you turn this, if you look at this on a smartphone, you turn it into landscape mode, then the image would resize across the width of the landscape mode as well. So go and have a look at this on a smartphone, and you'll see that all working correctly, that it displays correctly on portrait mode like I've got it here, and also on landscape mode.